The Adventures of the Phoenix Princess. Chapter 7, The Celestial Garden. In the radiant kingdom of Solaria, where the sun's light intertwined with the magic of the land, Princess Ignisia and her loyal firebird Flare were known for their brave and compassionate hearts. Their latest adventure would take them to a place beyond the skies, the Celestial Garden, a mystical realm where the stars were said to bloom as flowers. One evening, as Ignisia stood on the castle balcony gazing at the twinkling stars, she noticed a bright, shimmering comet streak across the sky. As it disappeared over the horizon, a sense of wonder filled her heart. "Flare," she called, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Did you see that comet? I feel like it's calling us to something amazing." Flare chirped in agreement, his fiery plumage glowing in the moonlight. Intrigued by the comet, Ignisia decided to consult the ancient texts in the royal library, hoping to uncover its significance. After hours of searching, Ignisia found a dusty old book with a celestial symbol on its cover. Inside, it spoke of the Celestial Garden, a legendary place where the stars themselves blossomed as flowers, and where immense wisdom and magic could be found. The book also mentioned that comets were said to be the keys to accessing the garden. "This is it, Flare," Ignisia said, her voice filled with determination. "We need to follow the comet's path and find the Celestial Garden." With their hearts set on the new adventure, Ignisia and Flare prepared for the journey. Guided by the comet's trail, they ventured into the night, traversing the forests and hills of Solaria under the cover of starlight. After days of travel, they reached a secluded, ancient shrine where the comet had seemed to land. The shrine was adorned with celestial symbols and surrounded by a tranquil, glowing aura. In the center of the shrine was a crystal orb, pulsing with an ethereal light. "This must be the gateway to the Celestial Garden," Ignisia said, her voice hushed with reverence. As she touched the crystal orb, a bright light enveloped them, and they found themselves transported to a breathtakingly beautiful realm. The Celestial Garden was a place of otherworldly beauty, with flowers that glowed like stars, trees that shimmered with silver leaves, and streams that sparkled like liquid moonlight. "This place is incredible," Ignisia whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. As they explored the garden, they encountered a variety of magical creatures, each more wondrous than the last. Celestial butterflies with wings that sparkled like the night sky, gentle star deer with antlers made of starlight, and glowing fireflies that danced in the air. In the heart of the garden, they found a grand, ancient tree, its branches reaching towards the heavens. This was the celestial tree, the source of the garden's magic. At its base sat a wise old owl, its feathers shimmering with a celestial glow. "Welcome, Princess Ignisia," the owl said in a melodious voice. "I am Orion, guardian of the Celestial Garden. You have been chosen to protect this sacred place." Ignisia bowed respectfully. "It is an honor, Orion. How can I help?" Orion's eyes glowed with ancient wisdom. "A dark force seeks to corrupt the magic of the Celestial Garden. To protect it, you must find the star seeds, hidden throughout the garden. Planting them around the celestial tree will strengthen its magic and ward off the darkness." Ignisia nodded, her resolve firm. "We will find the star seeds and protect the garden." Guided by Orion, Ignisia and Flare set off to find the star seeds. The garden was vast and filled with hidden paths and secret places. Along the way, they encountered various challenges, each testing their courage, wisdom, and teamwork. In a grove filled with glowing lilies, they faced a challenge of intelligence, solving a series of celestial puzzles to uncover the first starseed. In a meadow where the stars danced in the air, they faced a trial of agility, navigating through a labyrinth of light to find the second starseed. In a serene glade where the moon cast its gentle light, they faced a test of bravery, confronting and defeating shadowy creatures that guarded the third starseed. With all three starseeds in hand, Ignisia and Flare returned to the celestial tree. As they planted the seeds around its base, a radiant light spread through the garden, strengthening its magic and driving back the dark force that threatened it. Orion watched with approval, his eyes filled with gratitude. "You have done a great deed, Princess Ignisia. The Celestial Garden is safe, thanks to your bravery and dedication." Ignisia smiled, her heart swelling with pride and joy. It was an honor to protect this magical place. With their mission complete, Ignisia and Flare bid farewell to Orion and the Celestial Garden. The crystal orb transported them back to Solaria, where the dawn was just beginning to break, casting a golden glow over the land. As they returned to the castle, Ignisia felt a renewed sense of purpose and wonder. They had faced great challenges and emerged victorious, their bond stronger than ever. And so the adventures of Princess Ignisia and her loyal firebird friend continued, each new journey bringing them closer to the heart of Solaria's magic and mysteries. For in the realm of the Phoenix Princess, every day was a new adventure, filled with wonder, bravery, and the unbreakable bond of friendship. The Adventures of the Phoenix Princess. Chapter 8, The Dragon's Lair. In the luminous kingdom of Solaria, where magic flowed as freely as the rivers and the sun's warmth enveloped the land, Princess Ignisia and her faithful firebird Flare were always on the lookout for new adventures. Their latest quest would lead them to a place of legend and danger, the Dragon's Lair. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in shades of red and gold, Ignisia sat in the castle library, engrossed in an old book of legends. Flare perched nearby, his feathers glowing softly in the fading light. The book told tales of a powerful dragon that once roamed the skies of Solaria, guarding a treasure of immense value. The dragon had vanished long ago, but its lair was said to still exist, hidden in the treacherous peaks of the Crimson Mountains. "Flare, look at this," Ignisia said, her eyes wide with excitement. "A dragon's lair, filled with ancient treasures and guarded by powerful magic. We must find it." Flare chirped in agreement, his fiery plumage reflecting Ignisia's enthusiasm. With their minds set on the new adventure, they gathered supplies and prepared for the journey to the Crimson Mountains. Early the next morning, they set off, following the ancient map inscribed in the book. Their journey took them through dense forests, across vast plains, and finally to the foothills of the Crimson Mountains. The mountains loomed high above them, their peaks shrouded in clouds and their slopes covered in a deep red hue. "The Crimson Mountains," Ignisia murmured, her voice filled with awe. "This is where the dragon's lair lies." With Flare by her side, Ignisia began the arduous climb up the mountains. The path was steep and rocky, but Ignisia's determination and Flare's unwavering spirit kept them going. As they climbed higher, the air grew colder and thinner, and the landscape became more rugged. After days of climbing, they finally reached a narrow ledge that led to the entrance of a large cave. The cave mouth was adorned with ancient runes that glowed faintly in the dim light, and the air was filled with a sense of foreboding. "This must be it," Ignisia said, her voice hushed with reverence. "The dragon's lair." As they entered the cave, the temperature dropped even further, and the walls glistened with frost. The cave was vast and filled with intricate tunnels and chambers. Ignisia and Flare carefully navigated through the labyrinth, their path illuminated by the soft glow of Ignisia's fiery aura. In the deepest chamber of the cave, they found the dragon's hoard. Piles of gold, jewels, and ancient artifacts glittered in the dim light. At the center of the hoard lay a massive, slumbering dragon, its scales shimmering with an otherworldly light. "We must be careful, Flare," Ignisia whispered. "We don't want to wake the dragon." As they carefully approached the treasure, Ignisia's eyes were drawn to a large, ornate chest. The chest was adorned with intricate carvings and seemed to emanate a powerful magical energy. Ignisia reached out to open the chest, but as her fingers brushed the lid, the dragon stirred. With a low, rumbling growl, the dragon opened its eyes and fixed its gaze on Ignisia and Flare. "Who dares to enter my lair?" it demanded, its voice echoing through the chamber. Ignisia took a step back, her heart pounding. "Great dragon, I am Princess Ignisia of Solaria. We seek knowledge and wisdom, not your treasure." The dragon's eyes narrowed, and it let out a huff of smoke. "Many have come seeking my hoard, but none have left with what they desired. Why should I trust you?" Ignisia stood tall, her fiery aura blazing brightly. "Because we come in peace and seek to protect our kingdom. We believe that the knowledge and magic hidden here could help us defend Solaria from any threat." The dragon regarded her for a long moment before finally nodding. "Very well, Princess Ignisia. I will allow you to take one item from my hoard, but choose wisely, for the fate of your kingdom may depend on it." Ignisia looked around the chamber, her eyes scanning the piles of treasure. Her gaze returned to the ornate chest, and she felt a strong pull towards it. Carefully, she opened the chest to reveal a large, shimmering crystal. The crystal glowed with a soft, golden light, and Ignisia could feel its immense power. "This is it," Ignisia said softly. "This is what we need." The dragon nodded approvingly. "The crystal of eternity. It holds the power to protect and heal. Use it wisely, princess." With the crystal in hand, Ignisia and Flare made their way out of the dragon's lair and began the long descent down the Crimson Mountains. The journey back was arduous, but the knowledge that they carried a powerful artifact kept their spirits high. As they returned to Solaria, they were greeted with joy and relief by the people of the kingdom. Ignisia and Flare had brought back a powerful tool that would help protect their home from any future threats. Back in the castle, Ignisia placed the Crystal of Eternity in a place of honor, where its magic could be harnessed for the good of the kingdom. With the crystal's power, they strengthened Solaria's defenses, healed the land, and ensured the prosperity of their people. And so, the adventures of Princess Ignisia and her loyal Firebird friend continued, each new journey bringing them closer to the heart of Solaria's magic and mysteries. For in the realm of the Phoenix Princess, every day was a new adventure, filled with wonder, bravery, and the unbreakable bond of friendship.